Greetings, I'm Heidi, and this is Marcia, and we are of the Nook. Today we are, go ahead,
going to introduce you to our most precious commodity, our Nooksters. We have some delightful people coming in to chat with you today.
We so enjoy watching our Nooksters grow and expand.
And we so very much enjoy watching them move towards better physical, mental, and emotional health.
We so enjoy watching their energies move to a better place.
A happier place.
A wonderful place. And really, this has been such a unique experience for us. We have now been here almost 4 years, and people have really moved forward. They've come in many times sad and emotionally damaged, and they've moved step by baby step towards a much happier place in life.
One of the great benefits that we receive when we meet these people, we work with people, they touch our lives. And Heidi and I, in conversation, realized that we are not the same people anymore. We have grown, our hearts have expanded, we have been touched by people that we consider our family.
Yes.
We even get to be grandmamas.
We do. We're so excited. And so this morning we'd like to introduce you to one of our original Nooksters, a gal who's been with us almost this entire 3 years. Since coming to us, she has become a professional working medium. She works out of the web and she works in our community. And we are very excited to introduce Jessica.
Hey everybody, my name is Jessica. I'm here to talk about the Nook and the experiences that I've had. I've been coming now for about 3 years, and the day that I came to the Nook and I found this place was the day that I really found my home. There's been so much love and support. When I came in here, I was so lost and damaged and confused about my life. I was battling an addiction that I was trying to clear away. I didn't know who I was. I was a very lost person. The day that I came to the Nook, I tried to talk myself out of it the entire day. I thought I had a headache. I thought I was going to be sick. I tried so hard to convince myself not to come here, and something kept telling me, you need to go, you need to go, you need to go. So my first experience with the Nook was with Heidi and Marcia and one other person, and they helped me to realize that I was not a broken individual, that I had love and support and people around me that were willing to help and keep me safe. So after that, the experience I've had is just nothing but a miracle and amazement. They've shown me support. I've grown so dramatically. My life has improved tenfold. I've had so many wonderful experiences. Now I'm out there in the community working with others to help other people to improve their lives and to give people hope for a better future. And I can say nothing but the best things for the people at the Nook, with the love and the support and the dedication for helping other people. So I love them and I recommend them highly, absolutely. Thank you.
Our next Nookster that we'd like to introduce is Laura. Laura is a retired social worker and has just recently retired. She's been with us 1.5 years. We are very grateful that she's coming this morning.
We have mentioned before in other videos that what we do here and what we started here began when we retired. And so Laura now has a new income stream, life, excitement. She is an energy healer and she does life readings within the community. And we are so very privileged to have this amazing and evolved woman as one of our Nooksters.
Yes, we are.
Hi, I'm Laura. I've been attending the Nook for approximately a year and a half, and during that time I have been involved with a number of different types of classes and also had the opportunity to look at what skills, talents, and gifts I am bringing to this part of my life. I've recently retired and I'm on a new journey of assisting not only myself but others in their life path. Being part of the Nook has allowed me the time to get comfortable with who I am in this new realm of metaphysics, also the time to experience and explore and build the confidence in stepping forward with those gifts and talents. It hasn't always been easy, and sometimes in front of the group I've really struggled, but over this period of my involvement, what I've been allowed to do and experience is to pull from the depths within me things that I did not know that existed, things that I thought might be not as acceptable, and now I am looking at those items as gifts, not only for myself but for others that I might interact with. This would not have been possible without my involvement at the Nook. They have made this opportunity not only affordable but provided the encouragement and support for those of us who have developed the sense of community. I've also liked the fact that they have a lending library so that finances are not an issue for those that would like to become involved with the Nook. And it has been a wonderful experience, and I can't say enough how much I've grown and come to love the people that I have met during this time.
Our next Nookster is a very important person to the Nook. His name is David, and he is our very special angel.
A miracle in our lives, and I'm sure he will tell you about that. A very, very special and extraordinary human being, along with his wife Barbara, who's not taping today, and we do miss her very much, but without Barbara and David, a piece of the Nook would be missing. So we want you to meet David.
The Goodmans are a very important part of Marcia and I and the Nook, and so we present to you David.
What an introduction. I've been called a lot of things in my life, but never an angel. I'm David, and I am extraordinarily appreciative of the opportunity to come and share with you some reflections, feelings, and stories about what the Nook has done for me and for my wife Barbara. I actually discovered the Nook through Barbara shortly after we moved here in 2009. She came to a meetup and came home bursting with excitement, telling me about how great the place was, and these are her words, and how wonderful she felt having gone there. And she said to me, "You need to come." And because this opportunity is so important to me, I've made a few notes that I may need to refer to because I don't want to leave anything out. Okay. So here's how it begins. I joined Barbara for a class, and truthfully, as much as the entire setting here really impressed me, I left and I didn't really see myself getting too much out of it or even returning for more classes. But there was something about that experience that remained immovable within me, and I soon realized that the disappointment that I felt in the takeaway from that class stemmed from me expecting a note-taking lecture hall type format. That was my awakening that illuminated the difference between the intellectual and emotional side of this very warm and inviting atmosphere of greater learning. That was my first positive experience, and I labeled that as my awakening. My next noticeable experience is what I call the changing of the tide. Barbara encouraged me to sit with Marcia and Heidi and discuss several issues that really were limiting the harmony of my existence. I'd gone to more classes. I thoroughly appreciated and felt comfortable at the Nook, and I believed that both of these women are genuine, incredibly devoted, and collectively they have hearts that are boundless. So I went, and while I stationed myself in a protective posture, my awakening advanced to recognizing the scenery would be my foundation of empowerment and support. These people know the terrain. The troubling situations really didn't fundamentally change, but I did. It took a while for me to jettison the baggage, to recognize some time-proven fundamentals of life, but the Nook enabled me to find the pathway to empowerment. I call this positive experience recognizing the Nook as the neighborhood taproom of spiritual healing. In the summer of 2013, the results of Barbara's MRI unexpectedly compelled dangerous and very precise cervical spine surgery. This news struck us blindsided. Barbara decided she needed to immediately summon her power base, the Nook, who enabled her to call in her angels to prepare for the surgery and recover, and openly shared their generator, an enormous generator of spiritual guidance. The surgery went miraculously well. Barbara recovered far better than anticipated. Her recovery was easier, and the results nothing short of remarkable. To this day, over a year later, when reiterating the story, Barbara awards a great deal of recognition for her ultimate success to Marcia and Heidi. Visibly, Barbara and I are gifted countless blessings, guidance, and support from these two most exceptional individuals who called every day until Barbara was able to come back here and visit. There needs to be a commanding term for people of that caliber of heart. In February of this year, I survived a full-length aortic dissection. An aortic dissection is a serious condition in which a tear develops in the inner layer of the aorta. That's the large blood vessel that branches off the heart. Blood surges through this tear into the middle layer of the aorta, causing the inner and middle layers to separate or dissect. If the blood-filled channel ruptures, it's most always immediately fatal. To put this in perspective, of all the people with an full-length aortic dissection, 40% die almost immediately, never reaching the hospital. Of the remainder, 1% die every hour, and even after diagnosis, up to 20% more die during surgery or the immediate post-operative period. Further, less than 2% of those who do survive live without permanent residual impairment of a lung, kidney, or other organ. I'm proud to be one of the very few who is gifted with so many different components that had to be in perfect synchronization at the exact moment that I have made a full recovery, I have no impairments, and I live with no restrictions. I've been told that I'm the miracle of a surgeon's medical career, A veteran critical care nurse said a paper would likely be written about me, and a cardiologist recently said that I was a case for the textbooks. Any traumatizing situation places immense stress on families. On Barbara's way home from the hospital after I was admitted and they were stabilizing me before surgery, the first thing she did was to talk to Marcia and Heidi, call in the angels, and ask for everyone's spiritual guidance. Barbara somehow managed to unearth gargantuan strength, spent all 16 days with me in the critical care unit, coached me through 3 surgeries, sacrificed everything else in her life, and continued that level of care for me for several months at home. Marcia and Heidi were in touch with her every single day. When I started to address the question of how the Nook has brought me positive experiences and changes, for me, real life experiences trump anything. Far before I was fit for any visitors, in addition to Marcia and Heidi's daily phone calls, they sent flowers with a magnificent and keepsake note. They were among the very first visitors, and when they came, brought me a pair of binoculars as a get-well gift. How symbolic, I thought. A gift to help me see the world differently. Subtle. But more, the best gift they gave me was the one that didn't require any wrapping, themselves. I embraced both of them, and I thanked them for helping to save a life. And I meant it. Without all that I learned, resisted to learn, or accept, there's no greater gift than life or those that help to save one. Barbara and I feel so strongly about both of us being here, having both faced life-threatening situations and both going through surgeries and healing successfully and miraculously, that this illustrates the impact and the commitment of the Nook, serving as a place for finding encouragement, empowerment, and support in a world that changes far too quickly and far too radically to maintain a healthy lifestyle on your own. I'm proud to share with everybody that Barbara and I have established a Nook Scholarship Endowment to provide membership, counseling, and class opportunities to enable others to get from the Nook what we continue to receive. Thank you for letting me share my heart.